Okay, guys, we're getting close. So one of the most important ones is rapport. Do you know what the definition of rapport means? My quickest definition would just be trust. Trust would be the biggest one for me. If you have people's trust, they're going to buy. But basically it means it's like a harmonious relationship between two individuals, meaning something that you and I can talk passionate about, whether that's we both love the Chiefs or we both love Dodge Challengers or whatever it is that we can talk and finish each other's sentences and back and forth, you know what I mean? That's a good definition of rapport. Usually if you roll into somebody's house and you have that, there's a good chance you're going to make the sale. But ultimately, we're trying to gain the customer's trust and I guess kind of come off likable because you're going to like somebody that you're similar to. But physical touch. One way to do that is if you're doing a new homeowner's pitch, you're going to say, hey, how's it going? Are you John Smith? Hey, John, nice to meet you. Hey, are you the new homeowner? Yeah, awesome. Hey, congrats, man. Is this your first house? Or, yeah, it's my first one. Hey, awesome, man. Congrats. High five. Shake their hands. Something very small, a little bit of physical touch, but a good entry to get started. Another one is at the end of it, you set your appointment, say, okay, so John, we got you down at 5:30 for tomorrow, and one of our guys or gals is going to come and give you a 30-minute presentation, breakdown. Obviously, it could go a little bit longer if you guys have a lot of questions, but anyways, we'll be back here at 5:30. Thank you so much for your time, man. It's so nice to meet you. Shake the hand, pat on the shoulder, something of that nature. That is physical touch. I would recommend high five, or fist bump. Body language. Hello, sir. I'm here to do an energy report. How are you? Yeah, good luck with that. That's not very good body language. Probably going to want to get you off of the porch, especially if you're a male. If you're larger like myself or tall or whatever, you're more intimidating and you're statistically going to get about 3 seconds on the door, as if you're female, you may or may not get closer to 6 seconds. Those numbers are all relative. That's just a estimation of how much time, based on males can be more seen as a threat. Like, why is a random guy outside at my door? So it's all about how you stand and present yourself at the door. So for instance, you see a customer and it's an old lady. She opens the door like that, or sorry, the screen. You're not gonna go, hey ma'am, how's it going? Say, hey ma'am, hi, my name is Christian. I'm with Solar, here to talk about net metering. How are you? Hope you're having an awesome day. We're just following up on this notice. I don't know if you got it in the mail or got a phone call or saw it on TV, was on the news. Anyways, we're just coming out here to do an energy report. We just have to get a little information, blah, blah, blah. Or if it's a guy that walks out and he comes out, he's like, hey, how's it going, man? I'm like, hey, man, what's up? Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, congrats, man. Or did you get this house? Hey, awesome, man. Nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, man, cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, try to match his energy. Try to be, the same energy as him. But like I said, for me, I kind of stand my stance like this. I don't stand in front of the door. If I'm with two people, I've got one person here and I've got one a little further back. Usually don't go with three. Usually go with two. Make sure to introduce both of us and tell them why we're there. Don't talk too fast. Sometimes myself, I can get too excited. Sometimes I need to slow down, go over what I'm here to talk about. Sometimes I'll point, say, did you see your customers, your neighbor? If you don't know if you see over here, they have the solar panels. Yeah. So that's what we're doing, is out here to see if you qualify. Obviously with them, they didn't win the lottery. They obviously qualified for the program. Didn't cost them money out of pocket. We're just seeing if you guys would be in the same boat. We're just doing the net metering. But body language, that's a big one. Vocals, tonality, how you talk. If you're saying, hey, how's it going? Would you like to do solar? Probably going to get a no. Say, hey man, how's it going? Nice to meet you. My name is Christian, here doing an energy report. Are you guys the new homeowners? Awesome, cool. Hey, congrats. How long you guys lived here? Perfect. Hey, that's amazing. Blah, blah, blah. We talk about some other BS for 5 to 10 minutes. Hey, anyways, man, I can talk to you all day, man. You are fun to talk with. But anyways, I'm here to, so the report, yeah, so all I gotta do is get a few pictures and a little bit of information. Do you know which side of the house your meter's on? Is it on that side or that side? Awesome, cool. I'm gonna grab that real quick, and if you don't mind, if you can just fill out as much of this as you can, perfect. Now if you said, hey, is it okay if I do an energy report? Is it okay if I take a picture of your meter? Would you be okay with that? Then say, probably not interested. So you're nicely trying to use your vocals and the way that you talk to get what you want. Obviously, you can say, is the meter on this side or that side? Okay, cool, I'm gonna snag a picture. They can still say, hey, wait, what? I'm not interested. Oh, sure, yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, my job is simple, just here to get the information, blah, 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 blah. But it's all about how you say it, not what you say. So if you have confidence and conviction in your tonality or your vocals, you're more likely to get the appointment and feel like, hi, how's it going? I'm just here to possibly, maybe, could you, thank you, obviously, maybe, would you possibly do this thing for me? You're probably not going to get anywhere. Now, maybe if you're a cute kid or young girl, maybe cute girl or something, or a cute boy, whatever, younger person, they might be like, oh, sure, I'd love to fill out your little card. That sounds great. But if you're an adult, like I said, there's a balance of charisma and there's a balance of tonality. And anyways, okay, so active listening. I don't know where number 4 went. Sorry. Okay, clues. Okay, so when you walk up to a house, if you see a car that has a bumper sticker, it says LSU or Pitt State or Missouri Southern, whatever, or Big Chiefs flag in the yard, or they got a brand new hot rod, 69 Camaro, that is a clue. That is something that you can talk about that has nothing to do with solar. So look for clues, look for something to talk about. You walk in, hey, how's it going, man? I'm here to do the net meter. Hey, real quick, before I get to that, that 69 Camaro, is that a SS or what kind of engine? Okay, now, blah, blah, blah. If you know about cars, you can talk about that. Or, okay, Chiefs fan, all right, let's go. What do you think about the pick we got? You know, something you can talk about, kind of divert from what you're there, and then come back to, anyways, I'm here to do the net metering, blah, blah, blah. Active listening. Customer might say something about their day or their life that has nothing to do with solar, and you're sitting there, really? Yeah. Man, that's tough. Yeah, you guys moved here because of the crime over in Kansas City. Oh man, that's really, yeah, you're actively listening, you're concerned, you're paying attention to what they're saying, and you're engaged with what they're saying. And this may be them telling you they're not interested. And you say, really? Okay, yeah, tell me about it. Well, I just kind of heard the panels are just expensive. Oh man, yeah. You're not wrong, man. They're expensive, just like everything, you know, everything's going up, you know, especially the new panels. You know, they're warranty for 25, 30 years. So obviously they're not cheap because they're quality and stuff. So, but so you're definitely not wrong there. But if you were to qualify, good thing is you wouldn't pay any money out of pocket, and you might get the government to fund the whole thing or something like that. But active listening, and then if they are giving you rejections, kind of lean into it. Don't say, oh man, no, what are you talking about? Solar's great, solar's this, solar's that, you're wrong. Never do that. Always agree with the customer. Say, hey, I totally get where you're coming from, or yeah, I totally agree, that's crazy. And then you come back with what you're gonna say that's different, or you know, if it's too expensive, like cool, good thing is if you qualified as cost money out of pocket. Oh, you don't like the way the panels look? Man, the old panels, they were ugly, huge, you know, they were made out of glass, you know, weren't warranted for very long. I like the new panels, luckily, they're a lot lower profile, they look like a flat screen TV. So actively listen, look for clues, those are pretty similar, but if you see a clue, I once talked to a customer about, I think they were a Lions fan and a Vikings fan, same division. How does that even work? It's be like a Chiefs fan and Raiders fan living together, it makes no sense. Me and Clayton, we talked to them for 10 minutes about that before we ever said anything about solar. Found out they'd been approached by about 9 or 10 solar people before, but because we did that, they went with us. So look for clues, listen actively, and then we're going to get on to maintaining control. You want to maintain control. If your marker is out, you should control it or buy another one. Anyways, you're trying to control the conversation. So you're talking about this, they're talking about that, you're getting some information, then they're going off a tangent to something else. You've only got so much time to be there, and obviously if they're not super interested, you shouldn't be there anyways. So you've only probably got 5 to 15 minutes. 30 minutes if you really think it's a home run set, like no brainer, they're gonna buy solar, or you know them or something, or related, or they're a referral from a customer. But your goal is to maintain control and stay on a straight line. So what that means is, I don't know if you've seen Wolf of Wall Street, but Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street. And this thing is, yeah, let's try this one. Okay, so we're gonna go on a straight line here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So you're gonna go with your pitch. Talking about solar. And the customer says, not interested. That's an objection. So now you're down here. Your goal is to get back to here. You handle the objection, then you get back to here, and you go, hey, do you know how old your roof is? Do you know what side the meter is on? Cool. You snag that picture, You're on this straight plane, then the customer says, starts talking about Chiefs. Start talking about the Chiefs a little bit. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, go Chiefs. And back here. Yeah, and then real quick, did you say the square footage was this? Did you say this, that, and the other? Awesome. Got the information. You're back on the straight line all the way to the appointment. Pitch, objection, distraction, appointment. Your goal is to stay on this straight line. So you start with your pitch, somebody tells you no, or you talk about something else, and then your goal is to get back on track to overall get the appointment. So maintaining control. And one more. Back to rapport, focused rapport. That just means you're focused on one thing specifically. For me, if I find out the customer's main concern is the price, if that's what I determine at the close, the whole thing I'm focused on is how to get past that objection. So I am focused on breaking down the door to get past that objection. If that's the biggest concern, after I talk to them multiple times. For you guys, like I said, focused rapport, I'd focus on the house. If it's a new house, focus on how awesome the new house is, how the tile is great, the roof is cool, the pool, the whatever about the house. Focus on the home, because that's what you're selling, is something that's going to go on the home and power the home for the next 25, 30 years, just like their mortgage, which is 25 or 30 years. If it's something else you could focus on, focus rapport, if it's video games or whatever, if they are just huge video games and the house is just a house, cool, but you should really try, if you're gonna figure something to focus on the home being a new home. If it's a cold knock and it's not a brand new house owner, that's when you're probably more likely to find something else to focus on. You can still focus on the home, obviously, but it may not be as big of a deal to them as somebody that just bought a home, because that's a big purchase. So focused rapport. Trust, physical touch, body language, vocals, tonality, find some clues, and actively listen. Okay, on to the next one.